So next topic, in this video we are going to discuss about decision support systems. So before going to decision support system, what exactly the decision is about? Decision is nothing but deciding. It means you are coming to a conclusion. So in order to conclude that whether it is good or bad, you have to follow certain criteria in order to decide that what is wrong and what is right. So such criteria and such process that you are following in order to decide is called as decision making process. But here we are talking about decision support system. Whatever the decision that you had taken, whether it is correct or not, in order to prove that, you have to make some analytics and make some facts and figures related to your decision. So that is entirely encouraged by using the decision support systems. So as of all of we know, decision is nothing but deciding. It means coming to a conclusion. Okay. So now we will see. So what is decision making? It's nothing but when you are selecting one appropriate and one optimum alternative out of many alternatives. Like I have 5 solutions for one problem. Out of that 5 solutions, I am selecting only one solution based on some process or based on some criteria. That process is nothing but decision making. It's nothing but the process of selecting one optimum alternative out of possible or many alternatives. That's what they are saying. And when you are coming to the decision point, so that decisions are not static. The decisions are dynamic. Decisions changes from time to time. Static is nothing but which is going to be permanent, but the decisions are not strategic, they are dynamic in nature. And when you come to the definition part of decision making, it can be defined as choosing a particular option from multiple options. So whatever I said earlier, selecting one appropriate alternative out of many, like that choosing one best solution out of many solutions. So why we have to choose appropriate and correct solution, in the sense, in order to maximize your desirable output, desirable quantity, whatever it may be, your output, reward, utility, anything. If you want to maximize your output, then you have to choose the right and optimum alternative. So this is about the decision making. And generally, what are the factors that affects your decision making process? First one is more complexity in IT. IT is nothing but information technology. If you are using very tough and complex software or complex information technology to prove your decision making process, then it finally affects your decision making process. And next one, increased organizational complexity is nothing but, so if you have there is no proper structure in the organization, so the work assignment is not properly managed in the organization, so it automatically leads to the complexity in the work. So if such complexities are there, in such cases also you will face hurdles if you are going for decision making process. And third one, presence of globalization. So as of all you know, LPG is nothing but liberalization, privatization and globalization. So among that, the globalization is one more factor that affects the decision making, because when an organization is going to take a decision, it has to think globally. It means worldwide. If their business is spreading worldwide and they are looking for many opportunities all over the globe, then they have to think bigger. In such cases, it also affects the decision making process related to and work. And last one, more changes in fluctuation. Today scenario will not be there tomorrow. Like that, the market existing now will not be like that tomorrow. Like that, any decision making you are taking is not going to be permanent. So according to the changes in the market, according to the changes in the business, you have to make your decisions flexible. Means whenever it is possible to change your decision, you should be in a position to change the decision. So if you are not ready to that, in a sense, you have to face many problems related to your decision on your business. So these are the four major factors which affects the decision making process. First one is more complexity, second one organizational complexity, third one globalization, and the fourth one is more changes and fluctuations. In decision making, we have so many models are there to support the decision making process, but the most prominent and fundamental and the basic model behind this decision making process is Simon's model. So this is developed by the author Simon. So he is a well-known philanthropist related to this decision making process. He developed this model based on three phases. Okay, the first phase is intelligent phase, second one is design phase, and third one is choice phase. It is a three phase model of decision making, and this why they are going to go for decision making process based on these three phases, in the sense in order to maximize the solution and the way of working with the organization in a prompt manner. Because of all these, they had taken this decision making process in a processed manner with going for linear and iterative fashions. So let's go to the phases. What are the phases that are there in this? This is the model, or this is the final picture which directly replicates how the decision making model of Simon's will work on. So we will come to this later. First we will discuss what is intelligent phase, what is design phase, and what is choice phase. So in case of intelligence phase, first you have to identify the problem, and next you have to collect the information related to that problem. So this can be a long process, and the decision to be made comes from the information. So whatever the information that you gather, out of that information only you are going to take a particular decision which supports your action. Okay, and if you come to this intelligence phase, so there are two, we can say this as a two model intelligence phase also. The first phase, the first step is problem identification, and the second one is problem searching. Okay, so once the problem is identified, you have to go for possible alternatives for that problem, and it may involve, for example, comparing the current status of the project or process with its plan. So when you will come to identify a problem related to your project or related to your business, in the sense when you are comparing your actual work with the desired plan. Okay, so then there you can identify the problem and you can make possible solutions out of that problem. And here in case of this intelligence phase, already we had discussed that we have two phases. First one is problem searching and second one is problem formulation. So in case of problem searching, so when the problem is searched, in the sense when there is a difference between the actual and desired one. So in order to find out that, we will use the four models which are there in the organization. First one is planning model, second one is historical model, third one is model already used by some other one, and fourth one is extra-organizational model. Planning model, so based on your activities that you have already planned, based on that we will go for problem searching. And second one, historical, based on the past data. And third one, the model which is already adapted by the others. And fourth one, the model which is adapted by your competitors or outside organizations. So these are the four ways how you can go for problem searching. Coming to the problem formulation, so here you establish the relation with some problem solved earlier. It means, so once you search the problem, you have identified the problem, next you will go for formulating that problem. It means you will compare that problem with the already existing unsolved problems. So then you come to a decision, so whether I had choose a correct problem or not. And second one is design phase. So in this design phase, you are going to find out possible solutions for your problem. So in order to go for finding solutions for the problem, you have to go for a deep research. Okay, so here you can see, so in this design phase only, the decision maker will go for finding out possible alternatives for the problem. So in this, they will use this 4 techniques: brainstorm technique, checklist technique, cause and effect, and analogies. Coming to the choice phase, out of many alternatives, whatever suggested in the design phase, out of that alternatives, we are finally going to choose one best alternative which solves your problem. So that is done in the choice stage. Okay, so this is what they are saying. Okay, and one more important criteria that you have to consider in decision support system is reality of the situation. It means, so after implementing all the previous phases, you have to find out the outcome. It means, so if the outcome is failure, you have to start the procedure again. It means, I had done with intelligence phase, I had identified the problem and I had formulated the problem, and next I had gone for design phase. In design phase, I find out with many alternatives, and after that I come to the choice phase. In the choice phase also, I had found appropriate solution. Finally, after that, once I applied that alternative on the business, it's not worked. It is a failure. So in such case, you have to repeat the procedure from the intelligence phase. Okay. So once the outcome is a failure, then you have to restart the procedure from the starting itself. So that is the important thing in reality situation. So this is the case when the outcome is a failure. What is going to be when the outcome is a success? In a sense, you will compare it with the reality of the situation to check whether the decision required one or not. It means you will check that once the outcome is a successful one, you will compare that outcome with the real world. So then you can come to a conclusion, whatever I made is correct or not. So this is how the decision making model will works. So now you can see, so whatever we had discussed here, you can look here. So this is, see, this is a starting phase, intelligence phase, design phase, choice phase, implementation, outcome, and reality. Okay. So I have started from here. After performing the intelligence phase, I came to the design phase. So in this design phase, I come out with many alternatives. Then finally, I've gone to choice, and after in choice, I come out with one appropriate alternative. I implemented that alternative in the implementation phase, and I finally came to the outcome. So if this is a failure, then it will go back to the intelligence phase. If this outcome is success, then it will go to the reality of the situation and it will end there. So this is how the Simon's model of the decision making will works, and this decision making process is a iterative one. It's not a one way or advancement model. It is completely a iterative one. It will just goes on in a cycling manner. Okay. So next topic, we will go to the next topic now. Okay. So next we will go to types of decisions. Okay. So here the types of decisions are majorly categorized as 3. First one, purpose of decision making. Second one, level of programmability. And third one, knowledge outcomes. So let's go for the first one, that is purpose of decision making. So in this purpose of decision making, we have 3 subcategories. First one is strategic planning making. So in this strategic planning making, the decision maker develops some objectives and allocate resources according to that objectives. So this is completely under the control of the top management. So they are the decision makers. That's why they formulate the objectives, and according to the objectives only they will allocate the resources. And second one, management controlled decision. It means, so here allocation of resources is done. So how to use that resources is done by management people. So that is the second category. So here the decisions are taken by the managers and they deal with the use of resources in the organization. It means what are the resources that are available and how to utilize that resources is completely taken care by the managers. And third one, operational control decisions. So it is completely day-to-day decisions. It means related to production, related to marketing, related to sales, anything. So whatever the day-to-day decisions are there that are deal with the operational people, so they are completely under the control of any manager, they will do the entire work. So these are the major three subcategories you can find out with the purpose of decision making. And second one, level of programmability. So based on level of programmability, we have two major categories here, programmed or structured decisions, and second one, non-programmed or unstructured decisions. Okay, so normally structured decisions. So the name itself indicates whatever the decisions and the things that you are doing here, they are well defined and some specific procedure or process or decision is made before you are coming to a decision. It means, so whatever the decisions that are taken under this category are specially well defined and they are taken based on a process or procedure. And non-programmed, so it is completely opposite to the programmed one. So they are not well defined, so it doesn't follow any process and all in order to arrive at decision. So randomly they will take. So these are the two major categories you can see in level of programmability. And third one, knowledge outcomes. So under knowledge outcomes, there are again three categories: decisions under certainty, decisions under risk, and decisions under uncertainty. Okay, come to the decision under certainty. So here these decisions are taken when the alternative outcome of each alternative is fully known. It means, so out of many alternatives, I had choose one alternative. So I am expecting that this outcome only. So if that outcome is well known, so such category and such decision is called as decision under certainty. So if you are in a full awareness and full known procedure while taking the decision and the outcome is also already known, such category is known as decision under certainty. And next one, decision under risk. It means, so if you are expecting multiple outcomes for a one alternative and the probability of occurrence can attach it to each other. It means, so outcome of one is dependent upon the another and one alternative has many outcomes or multiple outcomes, such category is known as decision under risk. And decision under uncertainty. In this, so it is quietly opposite to the above both. It means alternative outcome is not known and the probability of occurrence is also not known. It means, so what is the chance of getting that outcome is not known. Such category is called as decision under uncertainty. So these are the types of decisions which are defined. So there are majorly three categories that are there in types of decisions. First one is purpose of decision making. Second one, level of programmability. Third one, knowledge outcomes. So in that we had gone with the subcategories also. Next topic we will go for this decision support techniques. So what do you mean by decision support technique? So in this decision support techniques are nothing but methods. It means in order to come to a decision or in order to come to a alternatives, what are the various methods or techniques and procedures or process that you follow are here. So first one is simulation, second one optimization, third one OLAP and data mining, next one expert systems, neural networks, physiologic, case-based reasoning and intelligence agent. Let's come to the first one, that is a simulation model. So in this you are completely creating a mathematical model based on the situation. It means mathematical model of situation is created. So you are creating a, based on your alternative, you are creating a model here, model of situation, that is known as simulation. Optimization. So whatever the model that is developed in the simulation is created here and developed here. Okay, in the optimization technique, we are going to develop a mathematical model. And when you come to the OLAP and data mining, it completely deals with the techniques or some tools. So here they use some statistical tools and techniques to analyze the business or organization results. And expert systems. So expert systems completely talks about the facts and rules that are summarized and applied. It means what are the facts that you had taken, what are the figures, and what are the various analytical part that you had taken, that is dealt with the expert systems. Next one, neural network. So it's completely talks about frequency of possibilities. It means what is the chance of occurrence of an outcome. So that is deal with the neural networks. Not only that, if any learnings are there, correlations are there, regressions are there, that are already done with the neural networks. Physiologic, so it is completely controlled by using some logic systems. And case-based reasoning, so in this we are going to create a database of examples. It means, so if you had this problem, so what is the decision you can take? So if you had taken this alternative, what is the outcome that you can expect? So like that you will create a database of examples. That technique is called as case-based reasoning. And last one, intelligence agents. Oh, it is completely computerized agents. It means in this you are going to use some robotics, artificial intelligence and machine learning in order to go for utilization of them to go for getting certain possible outcome for the business. So these are the various decision support techniques that you can see. Okay, next one. So why we have to go for decision support systems? So there are mainly 5 reasons here. So fast computation. It means you have to done complex calculations in a less span of time and complex work to be finished in a less span of time. Then it is better to go for decision support system. First one is fast computation, and second one is enhanced productivity. Means with minimum resources you have to produce the maximum outcome. Then also the DSS is the best option. And third one, data transmission. If you have to transmit the information or data from one place to another place, or from one mission to another mission, or from one department to another department, in such cases also the decision support systems are useful. And fourth one, better decisions. It means out of many alternatives you have to choose one appropriate and optimum solution. There also the decision supports will helpful for you. And the next one, competitive edge. So when you have to create tough competition to your competitors and you want to give better results related to your business, so then also the decision support system will helpful for you in an appropriate manner. So these are the 5 reasons why we have to go for decision support systems. And next one, components. Coming to the components that exist in the decision support system. First one, database management system. It means it contains all the master files and data which you have collected from the external sources. So in DBMS they will maintain all the master files. And model based management system. So in this model based management system, it contains some library of models. Means which model is best for which alternative. So like that they will maintain a library of models. So that library of models you can utilize and you can manipulate and you can analyze for your business results. And next one, dialogue generation and management system. So in this dialogue generation only, by using this dialogue generation only, the user can communicate with the decision support system. So user can communicate with the decision support system. So these are the major 3 components that are there in the DSS. First one is DBMS, second one is model based management system, and the third one is dialogue generation and management system. Okay, so coming to the characteristics and capabilities of decision support system. First one, semi-structured programs. It means you cannot say whatever the programs that are there in the decision support systems are structured and unstructured. So it is a combination of both structured and unstructured. So like that, semi-structured. So some are well defined and some are not well defined. And next one, for managers at different levels. So it helps the managers at different levels to take prompt decisions how to utilize the resources in the organization. And for groups, teams and individuals also, it will helpful in managing the work in a prompt manner. And interdependent or sequential. So any work that is there in the organization which is interdependent or sequential, in such cases also you can go for using of decision support systems. Support intelligence design and choice phase. So completely the decision making supports the three phase model. That is nothing but intelligence, design and choice. And not only that, if the decision support systems are going to support many decision styles and procedures, and it is easy to adapt and flexible to use, and interactive, easy to use. So the user can communicate with the decision support system at any time and anywhere. And effectiveness. So coming to the effectiveness part, so it will give more output by taking minimum inputs. And here in decision support system, completely the human will control over the missions, and easy of construction by the end user. It means the user can communicate with the support system very effectively. And modeling analysis, it means it will provide you different mathematical models to go for analysis of your results. And data access, so by using the GIS, geographical information system, you can get the data from anywhere across the globe. And last one, integration and web connection. So you can connect to the world, or you connect to the people that you want at any time, anywhere across the WWW, World Wide Web. So these are the main characteristics and capabilities of decision support systems. Okay. So coming to the capabilities, so generally it supports the problem solving phases and different decision frequencies also, and it also useful in solving highly structured problems, so by using straightforward problems requiring known facts and relations. And it can also solve the semi-structured or unstructured problems also. It means if the relationships are not well defined, relationships are not known, in such cases also you can go for using of DSS. Okay, so this is about decision support systems. In the next video, we will discuss about what is business intelligence and knowledge management systems. Thank you.